So, hanging out in the freelancing community and the online entrepreneurship community a lot, I've started to notice something. And it's not just other people, I've done this as well. People get, understandably, super fucking frustrated when their business does not grow as quickly as they think it should be growing. I've seen post after post in Facebook groups, on Reddit, online forums, just everywhere where these entrepreneurs or freelancers or online business owners are just kind of ranting and expressing so much frustration with the fact that their business is not growing quickly, or maybe not even growing at all, in spite of all the effort they're putting in. I've been there, trust me, I know how frustrating it is when your business is not growing as quickly as you want. But something else that I've come to learn over the years and starting up many ventures, some of which have failed, some of which have been successful, is that when your business is failing, it's usually because of one of three things. So today I just wanted to do a quick video explaining those three things to hopefully help you out if you're in the situation right now where you're just at the end of your rope and beyond frustrated that your business is not growing the way you think it should be growing. Let's get started. First, let me just tell you the three things I'm going to talk about. The top three reasons your business is not growing is because of lack of strategy, lack of skill, or lack of work ethic. That's really what it comes down to. So let me give you some examples of what I'm talking about. If your business is failing due to a lack of strategy, it may not be the overall strategy, it could just be that you're not implementing that strategy the right way. So maybe you want to become a freelance graphic designer and everyone's told you you need to pick a niche, an area to specialize in. Well, you've chosen a niche and you're marketing that niche, so what gives? Why are you not landing tons of high-paying clients? Well, there are just so many moving parts there. Did you choose a profitable niche? Did you choose a profitable target clientele within that niche? Are you marketing your niche expertise in the way that works for both your brand and your target clientele? It's not just as simple as following some instructions you read online. You have to implement it the right way, and at a certain point, you have to step in and be the business owner and make those decisions and kind of tailor the advice you read online to fit your specific situation. Go through trial and error, like fuck up and figure it out. I'm not saying don't start unless you have your strategy right from the start. I'm just saying, like, if you don't have it right, figure out what you are doing wrong and then make a strategic change from there. So the second reason, again, is skill. More often than not, what I've seen, skill is not the problem. It usually has something to do with strategy or work ethic more often, but sometimes it is a problem. Let me give you an example using my own failed business venture. Several years ago, I opened up an Etsy shop and it was going okay. I mean, I made a few sales, I had some people share my products on social media, but the whole Etsy shop centered around me sewing these products together. I was a beginner sewer. It took me fucking forever to just make one product, and honestly, I didn't enjoy sewing, so it wasn't like I was sitting there trying to get better and really hone my craft and become great at it. Sure, I knew the basics and I knew enough to sell my products, but was I going to skyrocket my Etsy shop to the top of that industry? Probably not, because if I was honest with myself, I just didn't have the skill to do so. So, you know, if you don't have the skill to be doing what you think you want to do, choose something else that is more aligned with your natural talents and abilities. If you failed English class every single year and you don't understand basic grammar and spelling, maybe don't try to be a writer. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you can't learn skills, but at the same time, like, it's so much easier and so much more effective to work with what you are already good at. I bet if you sit down and make a list of the things that you're good at, you can come up with a profitable business idea based on those talents, and it's going to be so much easier for you to build and scale a business quickly. So going back to my example, when I did my Etsy shop, it wasn't successful because it wasn't sustainable for me because I didn't have the skill level needed to build and grow that business, and honestly, it didn't work best for my natural talents. When I started my freelance writing business, it was a whole different story. Like, it just work. It was a natural progression for me to really build that business quickly. Think about your skill level and be honest with yourself. Are you building the right type of business based on your natural talents? The last thing is work ethic. Let me just start by saying, yes, self-care is very important. I have learned this the hard way many times from just completely losing my shit because I worked way too much. I'm not telling you to work and never sleep and never see your family and like eat Kit Kat bars 3 times a day as your meals. I'm not telling you to do any of those things, so don't think that. But at the same time, don't buy into the whole like only working a few hours a week and experiencing this massive business growth, because that's not reality. Yes, you can get to that point eventually, but the way that people get to that point where they are making passive income and working fewer hours is by front loading a lot of hard work and long hours. I've done this in both of my businesses that have become successful. You're gonna have to put in a lot of hard work up front if you want to have the kind of business that allows for lots of relaxation time later on down the road. And especially if you want to grow that kind of business quickly, it's going to be tough at first. So don't fool yourself into thinking that you can get away with not working hard. So to wrap up, I again want to say that I am not coming at you from a hateful, judgmental place right now. I have been in that spot where I'm just like so done with what I'm doing just because it's so frustrating. But every single time I get there, I remind myself of these 3 things, and once I'm done being all pissed off, I am able to say, you know what, one of these 3 things is the problem here. It's completely under my control, and it's my fault that my business is not growing as quickly as I want it to. That is all for today's video, my friend. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, hit the like button and show me some love. And if you want to see more videos like this one about creative entrepreneurship, freelancing, writing, blogging, all that fun stuff, be sure to subscribe to my channel because that is what I am all about. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.